What's up, everybody? This is your boy Hamed here with Abdul here, and we are here again in another podcast. Even though we are a little bit not in a mood of recording this podcast, but we are still doing it.
Yeah, we look a little bit sleepy.
Last night I slept for 3 hours, I think.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. In the morning did I sleep, but that doesn't count, right? Okay. So here's what happens. In the life, you have the ability to do whatever you want to do. You might be doing some good stuff. You might be doing some bad stuff. But you have the ability to absolutely fucking do whatever you want. Okay? It's up to you which one you're gonna choose. So I look at it this way sometimes. The people who are robbing banks, right? They have the courage to grab a gun and go shoot somebody on the head and take that much huge risk. Like it's a calculated fucking huge risk that you will get caught at one point. And they're gonna send you to the jail for 10 years. But some people can still do that, right?
Right.
And not a lot of people are willing to quit their job and start a fucking their own passion. Even though if your passion will be still paying you the same amount of money that you were making in your job. Right? I'm not here to tell you like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. I'm telling to my own self that, motherfucker, you have to listen to what are the abilities that you can do to become who you want to become, to get where you want to get. Like at the night when I sleep, I think about all those private jets. I think about all those millionaires and billionaires that I hang around. And in the morning I wake up and I'm demotivated. I can't even go to take ablution to pray, or I can't go to the gym or something like that. What happens to all those dreams at the night? That's what happens. That's how you get disciplined, you know? That's how you want to become the person you want to become, to break those barriers, to break those beliefs about yourself that you are good enough. You can do whatever you want to do. Like right now, in my head, I want to bring something up, but that's not going to affect anybody's life. But deep inside, I understand that if I want to do something, I can do it, right? So that's I'll leave it right here. I don't want to be that motivational speaker who himself have nothing, but try to motivate other people. The stuff that I'm saying is to my own self, and 10, 15 years later watching this, and I'm being proud of myself that I invested my young self to this person who I am today, right? Not somebody who was fucking around, not somebody who was hanging around with the people that you never want to spend a day with, you never want to spend an hour with, right? I invested all in myself. I did some experiment here and there to see what is life about, but you have to get better each day. You can't run around like that.
Absolutely, it's not a comfortable journey. You know, you gotta get comfortable
with being uncomfortable.
Yeah, being uncomfortable. So. Yeah, like you said, it's just, well, most people just don't want to take
the risk.
The risk, you know, they like the easy path.
Yeah.
And they just want to continue it. And I mean, it's okay. We need people to slap burger, you know. But
yeah, absolutely.
One thing I had today in my mind, I was trying to make a video on it, a short video, and I will make it.
You can make it from this.
Yeah, it was like this. Back then, people were born, if they were lucky enough, they would be born in a kingdom. And if they were unlucky, they would be born anywhere. And now nowadays everybody's lucky. They're born in somewhere.
Yeah.
They can choose to be a king, a prince, a pope, or whatever, or they can choose to go to the slavery way. You know. And right now they give it to you optional. Like, hey, do you want to become a slave, or do you want to become a prince?
Back then it wasn't an option. It was forced.
Yeah. The king was like, I'm gonna choose who's who.
Yeah.
Today you could be a princess. The next day you could be a slave of somebody. You know, because you had somebody on top of you. But nowadays you don't have nobody on top of you. There's human rights. You know.
Yeah.
You can become whatever you want. So why not still people like, oh, I want to be slave, I'm good. You know,
yeah.
I have a good life being a slave working for a company. I mean, it's just modern slavery. It's nothing different in it. I have seen nothing. I didn't find anything exciting in it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. One thing that I see a lot of people that are struggling with their own thoughts. Like, I remember the other day, I don't even remember about this guy for like 100 years. Not 100 years, but the lifetime that I was spending, right? Mm-hmm. But somebody suddenly mentioned his name, and in my mind, the word that he told me came. So one day I was sitting with him and talking to him, and I was telling him like, hey, that's how you become successful. This is what you need to do. You need to read books. You need to do this. I still remember the exact picture that the way he told me. His headphones was on. His both headphones was on, but he was still listening to me. He took out one of his headphones, and he told me, he came a little bit forward. He told me like, bro, you're so motivated. He was exactly the same my age. He'd been in the United States way before me. He born and raised here. But the problem was with his own thoughts, right? If you can't control your own thoughts, what the fuck else would you control, right? If you tell people like, hey, take this book and it will 100% make you successful, they will still not read it. Even myself right now, if somebody give me a book, at the beginning I'll be motivated. I'll grab the book. And the next few days later, it'll be at a shelf and a little bit of dust on top of it, right? Because people are not in their own fucking they can't even control their own thoughts. Like right now, I'm telling my brothers all the time when I see them like when they use their phones, I tell them like, hey, keep scrolling. That's a word that's been told like for 100 times. You know what they say? Oh, thank you for reminding me. I will. Right? At the beginning, when I was telling them this, they were cutting the phone and then they were putting it on the side and they say, okay, now what should we do? Like, bro, they're literally eating your thoughts away, because if they keep you the way that they kept you until now, they can do whatever they want to do.
You or your habits.
Yeah, you are your own habits. And somebody, you guys probably know this, whoever you are watching this, somebody asked Rockefeller that you already have the money. You are the first billionaire in the world. You are the richest family in the world. What's next? It's not about, we know that it's not about money anymore for you. It's like controlling people. You know? Nowadays, you see people, their head is down like a chicken and running around and scrolling around in their phone. That's how they control it. So I'm glad that I'm not one of them, you know?
Well, at least you're understanding those, even though if it's a tool, you know, you can either be stuck in it or use it for a good way, you know, to get something out of it. It's just, it could be a provider too.
Yeah, 100%.
But it just depends how do you use it.
How do you use it? Don't fall in trap in there. Don't be a consumer. Be a creator, right? Create shit that is valuable. Like, I remember that 2024, when all this red pill and blue pill things came out, like when Andre Tate started talking about escaping the matrix, right? When I see the videos like that, people from likes, there was more comments, right? But nowadays there's more likes, not comments, because people are like, oh, okay, I know what he's saying. Like it, skip it. Like it, skip it, right? Because nowadays they know that what you need to do. In 2024, a lot of people didn't know what to do to become successful. Now, I think like 95% of the people, they know what to do in order for them to become fucking successful, but they don't do it. It's uncomfortable, fucking comfortable, right? To do the untaken path. That's the way I would put it. Like, nobody ever did it in your fucking whole generation. That what you are exactly need to do. I'm telling that all to myself. Like, nobody ever did that in my generation, who said it clearly and loudly and publicly that I want to become a fucking billionaire.
On top of that, some of our family members are not even agreeing with us. They're like, "Oh, just go get a job, man.
Yeah, just go study.
Why are you doing this? What if you feel you don't have insurance? Oh, what if this happened? What if this happened?" I mean, me, when I was starting a company, bro, everybody was literally telling me, "Hey, what if this happened? You don't have insurance.
Yeah.
What if you get a car accident?" I was like, "None of your business," because I didn't have somebody on top of me. I didn't have a king on top of me or a pope telling me not to do that. You know, so I just like, it's my life. The worst thing can happen, I'm gonna die.
That's it. Yeah. You won't care if you die. Those people that we see in online, they are completely exceptional, right? Completely exceptional. Until a month or two ago, I didn't know what exceptional means. Exceptional is the person like, hey, if I tell you, bro, you look absolutely, I don't know how to put it in words, but you look so ugly with this shirt. And you know, the person will look at me, if he's exceptional, tell me, oh yeah, thank you for letting me know. And he won't care about it. But if the person is not exceptional, he will look at you and he say, oh, I just bought this the other day. I think I look good in it. And then he will feel sorry about himself just because another fucking person told him like what he needs to do in order for him to look good. It's not your opinion. It's my opinion. It's me that what I'm wearing. This applies to anything in life. You have to be exceptional. Listen to the people and then say like, oh yeah, thank you for letting me know. And then that's it. So I think
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
I like it.
I'm glad he like it. If he like it, I like it. If I like it, everybody like it. Hopefully that goes.
So yeah, that's about it, bro. It is what it is. Most people choose to go
the wrong way.
Yeah, well,
probably I think it's not the wrong way. It's just they're not ready for it, because I couldn't just quit my job instantly and then start something. I was not ready for it.
I put it this way, you know, it's about people. I think, you know, this is a free country. I didn't even know what's freedom until I came to the United States, you know, because I was in a farm working, nothing but a farmer. But when I came here, I understand the freedom. And in freedom, you can choose. You can give a price to yourself.
Yeah.
You can choose your value. You can either choose to work in an office for 20, 30 years, which I have been seeing people doing that.
Yeah.
And you think that they're being very respected, but to be honest, they're just a loser, you know.
Yeah.
And people are always showing that, oh, I like you because they're in a higher position than them.
Yeah.
You know, but in reality, they're not. And they fucking hate you for being there, you know. So because there's people who are giving themselves value, and they're taking the hard path, and they're going to do things that are lowering you down from those normal people.
Yeah.
And then so normal people are in a line, and you're going to make yourself lower.
Lower.
And then you jump up, and then once you get up, and there's gonna be a lot of people. Oh, this guy's lucky.
there's going to be a lot of hate.
They're
too.
not gonna look at the downfalls. They're only gonna look at the app, and they're gonna be like, oh, maybe he had a rich family. Maybe this is why. This is why. So it's all about the value. People are giving themselves value because this is a free country, and there's nobody on top of you. You just choose your value.
You have, yeah, 100%. I completely agree with you. The line that he mentioned was, when he was mentioning it, in my mind, I really made the picture of it. Like, it's completely making sense. Like, there's average people that are going in a straight line. Nothing happens to them. Nothing crazy happens in their life. That they're demotivated to not to go to work, and then suddenly they fill out of everything, like depressed and stuff like that, right? And they lose some stuff, and they owe money from the other people. That doesn't happen to them. It's just a straight line. But when you choose to be not that average, you go down first. You don't go up. Yes, your thoughts will be right here, but your position is right here, like as we are right now. It's not a steady income right now. Like today, he told me, like, so we're doing a small car detailing business, right? And today he told me, like, hey, bro, when we don't have a job, we're like kind of like all over. We're a little bit depressed, a little bit sad about it. That why we don't have a job, why we don't have a project, not a job, but a project. But when we have a project, we get happy because it's our own thing. Like the other day, we did 3 projects, and we were so fucking happy. And at the end of the day, even though I think we work like 14 hours.
Yeah, something.
I think we worked 14 hours. And still at the end of that 14 hours, it's like a straight 14 hours. I swear to God, we didn't take any lunch. We didn't take any break. A little bit, but not like a long break, right? Mm-hmm. And even then, we were still motivated about going to the gym. And then we went to the gym, right? So that's how, when you are at low level, that's what I say. Like, you go low level right now. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, if the project's going to be canceled or not. And then those are the low levels that you go through a lot of time. And then this is the straight line. And then once you cross that straight line, and they meet you right here, they will be probably like, oh yeah, I think it will stay like this. You shouldn't work hard anymore. You've been in so tough positions. So take a time a little bit when you're in that straight line, when you come from the out, right? But when you boom, and then that's when they say, oh, you got lucky. Oh, if I had the stuff that you have, I would have probably...
I could have been there too.
Yeah, I could have been successful like you too. Oh, you know what? It's everybody, God plans everything for everybody. Yes, it does, but it tell you to do this, then I will give it to you. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I don't want to keep this, our podcast long, because right now we are absolutely nobody in front of the face of public. But one day I can clearly tell everybody that one day everybody's going to know us. And probably a few of them will search us in Google.
They're going to be like, how did you get here? I'm going to share him the link of this video. Go check it out.
When Hamed had absolutely nothing, when Abdul had absolutely nothing, but they were still be
believe in themselves.
Yeah, be there. They were still. What the fuck do I want to say? They were still being themselves, not somebody else.
Absolutely. Well, let's wrap it up.
All right, guys. Love you guys. Whoever you are, I don't want you to like. I don't want you to subscribe. I don't want you to comment. All I think, that was it. You watched this video, which is valuable to me. If it was that much valuable, you would have already probably subscribed. You would have already probably liked this video. But if it's not, then why should people do it? So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Wish you guys the best.
I'll see you on the next one.
See you guys on the next one.